Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hi and welcome back. Right, as I said, this time I'm going to be concentrating on the hull. I just wanted to show you this first. As I said, I didn't want to show off the blue. I want to hide the lit part when it's not lit. And I found this on eBay. Ultra thin insect mesh. And they charge a fortune for this. It's £10 for a bloody metre. But if you order a sample, it's only 99p. And as you can see, it's more than enough than what I'll need. So I sprayed some with the primer just to check it could still see through, and can quite easily. This is just taped in, obviously, like I always do. But if I turn that off and that on, you can see we've got a really nice blue shows through. So I'm really happy with how that's off to look. And it covers it nicely when it's not on, so that's going to work properly. So get that out of the way. As I said, I painted up the stand, so we're ready for the hull. The hull, quite simple. Well, not really. A lot of it's simple. Base coat all over the outside. Get all the windows painted up. I've already got them masked off, so these parts will be blacked up. A couple of the windows in the neck have to go clear orange, clear yellow. There's a clear green back here. I've already built the bracket for the LEDs. So that's already done. So that just needs to be stuck in once the painting and windows are in. I'm going to put 2 LEDs, well, an LED in each side. I've cut up a piece of just the end of a straw, stuck it in, painted it up, so it'll fit an LED, so we can have the strobe light in there for the shuttle bay. As I've mentioned previously, there should have lights for the shuttle bay landing, and if I can pick this up, I've got a piece of clear plastic. I've already got it masked up, so I will colour on the other side from the masking tape in a clear colour, so red, yellow, green. I'm going to have to cut out part of this section, bend that into place, and then paint it up in the hull colours from the outside. So once the masking tape's removed, I should have the gaps nice for the light to shine through and light them up nicely. I've still got to figure out how I'm doing the sensor lights here, but we're going to have, it's 2 red and a green. Sensor lights should be on the back here. These are decal for it, so I may do the same as I've done in this top saucer and just do it with some fibre optics underneath. What else are we doing? We're also, if I've space once the windows are fitted, I'm going to fit 2 of these little brass tubes into the neck in the side. Like so, to contain all the wires coming from the saucer, so they don't flap about in front of windows. What else am I doing? I'm also going to alter one of the lights on this top saucer that I put in. This sensor light here, I've decided to turn on with the bridge lights, because that already has a sensor dome which comes on. So I'm going to have that sensor, the sensor on the bottom of the saucer, and the sensors in the hull all on the same circuit as the bridge, because I think that'll look nice if that comes on before the main lights. So that's the plan for this episode, pretty much. My first job again. These are being handled a bit, they've had tips, so even though they're prime, I have to give them a good clean up. Go over with some really fine grit sandpaper and start painting the outsides. Once the outsides are painted, I'll get back to you. But the plan is, this should all have its lights installed, all the windows and sealed up by the end. So I'll get cracking. Right, so I've now got all the base coat down. I've been installing the windows. You can see this one's in clear green because it's meant to be. Also got one up in the neck, which is yellow because it's meant to be. Can see here how I've painted them, these windows up. The same, which is it? This is the last piece to go in, so if I get up close, you can see I've just painted the tops of them and gone over the bit underneath side as well, so I want to really block out the light, any light leaking through these. My next stage is is to fit all the LEDs basically, so I have on each side a white LED to go in there. I cut this window in half so that one isn't covered, because the flashing LEDs go in this side for the rear of the shuttle bay. Can we see? I elastic banded it all together, and I've put 3 holes for fibre optics for the sensors behind this dome, the dome that goes here. I did try building a part. Okay, close in, yeah. But you can see how tiny that is, but it's still too big. So I've gone with fibre optics. From the window I haven't put in, the middle one sticks up, and I think it'll be just about right to go over the middle one. So we'll get that looking right. So that'll be on the same circuit. That one will be on the same circuit as the bridge lights. So all our sensors are going to come on at the same time as bridge. Flashing LED separately. And then I've shown you previously this harness that goes on, and this basically goes across so it lights both sides. Have a piece to shine up into the neck, and then another piece to shine down. That'll stick, that top part will stick into the top of the saucer, but there's enough space to stick these wires down and not obscure a window. I've cut some little brass tubing, and I think I have enough room to get one on each side in the neck. So all the wires from the saucer, these will hold 5 wires each inside. So if I can get to him, which I think I can, without obscuring the windows, that's 10 wires from the saucer, so I can have all the saucer wires not getting in the way. So I'm going to get these LEDs fitted, the last window, and get back to you. Right, so I've got all the LEDs in place now. We're all lit up. You can see from my brace, that's how that top piece will go on. So the neck will light from both ends and light that up when it's all together. If you notice here, that's the LED, and the same on the other side. That's going to be the flashing light at the shuttle bay. I've painted over there black to disguise, to do light blocking basically, because I don't want these windows to flash. But you can see how dull it is there. I'll turn it over and you can see it's fully lit up. So next thing I've got to do here now that we're at this stage, I've already tidied up wires on this side. Oh, you can also, can we see them? Are they working? I don't think it's showing up on camera, but the fibre optics are working as well. So we have, they'll be sensors, so they'll get PVA'd in when I glue the thing together. But before that, I've got to join all the ground wires up together, join both the blinking LEDs up together onto just one, and fit these parts into the neck. I've still got to see if I can fit two in. I know I can definitely fit one, but hopefully I can fit two without obscuring any of the windows, so all the wires will slot down. So I'm going to get all them wires soldered up, these parts fitted in. We'll get it, I won't glue it straight together, but I'll elastic band it together, so then we can see it on the circuit, and hopefully the whole light up. There's hopefully be able to see the sensors a little bit better, and we'll have the flashing shuttle bay lights. So I'll get that done and get back to you. Right, so I've got all this soldered together now. All ground wires are soldered. The two blinking lights for the shuttle bay are soldered. We've got the power for the interior lights, the wire coming through here. Eventually it will go there, but not till after it's sealed up. From the sensor lights, that's running out to the front, so that we can connect that up to the bridge module when the saucer goes on. I can't move this much because of how the wires are. It's literally going to be a flip when I seal it. But I've now got the two tubes in. They'll take 5 wires each, so 10 wires from the saucer section will come down these little copper tubing. It avoids this window. We've got this wire running up here, so it avoids these windows. So this should light up nicely with nothing being blocked. These wires I need to stick in here as I seal it up, but fortunately all these are blacked out windows, so I've actually got quite a lot of room to play with that won't interfere with any lighting. I've basically got from that LED to that LED on both sides, so there's plenty of room for these wires, and it'll be plenty of room for all the wires that'll eventually come from the nacelles. That'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 wires in total have to come down from the nacelles. So I'm going to get this sealed up, and then we'll have a look at it all when it's dried a little bit. We'll have a look at it all lit up, and hopefully we'll have flashing lights lit up here and a couple of different coloured windows that we'll be able to see. Right, I'll get back to you soon. Right, so I've got the hull together now. It's not stuck to the stand, none of this is stuck together, it's all balanced because there's things to do. But when I've stuck it down, I've made sure all the wires run through another hole in the hull, a hole in the top of the stand and through into the base. So making sure things are ready. For our sensor light, that wire is coming out the front because we will solder that onto the bridge section when the saucer goes on. I've connected it on up to our chip, so once put power we can see it all running, and I'll do that now. Getting close so we can see the order things come on, because the bridge lights, which is the sensors, then the hull, then we'll have the strobes. So on, and there's our strobes going. If I get in, we can see that green window at the back. We have our yellow window on the neck, and obviously this part eventually will be inside the saucer, but it's all looking nice. I think that's about it for this episode. I haven't decided what I'm doing next. Possibly the bottom saucer, or I might start working on the nacelles. So they're going to take a lot of work. But for now, thank you for watching. Keep trekking, keep modelling, and speak to you all soon. Thank you, bye bye.